BC ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਆਨਰੇਬਲ ਡੇਵਿਡ ਈਬੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਨ ਅੱਜ ਅਗਲੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਗੁੱਡ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਵੈਰੀ ਮਚ ਫॉर ਜੁਆਇਨਿੰਗ ਅਸ
Good morning, Mr. Then. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Premier. That ash scattering station is opened now. So what role did the government play in delivering this ash station? People are very grateful.
It's a really positive announcement, Mr. Then. As you know, my colleague Ravi Kalan spoke about his family's own experience with his father's ashes and not being able to go back to India because of COVID and not knowing and feeling like they had to hide what they were doing in terms of scattering and his father's ashes and what a difference this will make for families to be able to treat their loved ones with dignity and to do it in a park-like setting. We worked with the City of Delta. We worked with the Port Authority in being able to ensure that everything was set up to be able to provide a seamless experience for families and that they could just go and look after their loved ones and not worry about the technicalities. And also we've got a guideline set now for municipalities, other municipalities that want to follow and create these opportunities for people. And we know that the City of Surrey is close as well. So it's a positive thing. I think it's helpful for families, and I'm glad it's being well received.
So you have also given permissions to the City of Surrey?
We're working with the City of Surrey as well to be able to facilitate the vision that they have for ash dispersal.
Mm-hmm. Remember, you have heard so many things from the public, then you take an action, but the only thing that's bothering people is a reconsideration of the, bridge, Massey Tunnel bridge. The people want a bridge instead of the tunnel. Your government has previously opposed Site C, LNG, Trans Mountain Pipeline, but then you heard the people and they changed your mind. Can you change your mind because people want it? They want the bridge. Can you reconsider it?
Well, there would be some pretty major challenges with that, Mr. Thend, as you likely know. It would require a new environmental assessment. There were serious issues around the stability of the river banks on both sides that would need to be addressed. We would have to re-tender the entire project, which means going back to the original engineering design process. It would result in a significant additional delay. So I think that at a minimum it would be poorly received. I think people want us to get underway. We have 200 people on the site right now that are doing the preparatory works for the tunnel. We have a commitment now from the federal government for funding. We're in the final stages of closing off the environmental assessment. We are working with bidders to drive down the cost to protect taxpayers, just like we did on Highway 1 and the Surrey-Langley SkyTrain process. And I think people just want us to get this project done as quickly as possible.
Premier, do you really know, are you aware that the people don't want tunnel, they want bridge? Federal funding, they can give you federal funding for a bridge also. They are not putting any stipulation.
Yeah, but I guess you'd have to disregard all the other things that I said, Mr. Thend. I think that that person, if I sat down at a table with them and laid out that this would result in a significant delay, it would be extremely unlikely to result in any cost savings. Other than it would be basically the same cost as the tunnel. We have people already on the site working on the tunnel. I think that they would be like, okay, I understand what the plan is here.
But you have pretty well the pulse of the, British Columbian. You're aware that people don't want tunnel. They want bridge, right?
Mr. Thend, when Premier Horgan made the decision to transition from bridge to a tunnel, that was informed by engagements with British Columbians and specifically local leaders in the area, as well as considerations around the fact that there were serious issues related to the stability of the banks of the Fraser River on both sides. And the fact that the bridge had been proposed to be a toll bridge. So there were a number of factors that the Premier considered at that time, and so it was based on the concerns of British Columbians about a bridge versus a tunnel.
So what's the position on this condo bailout issue? A lot of people want to know what's the update on it. Are you going to buy these, or are you going to buy in Okanagan, or you're not buying at all?
Well, Mr. Finn, it's an important thing, I think, for the government to be able to actually release what the proposed program is. I understand that lots of people have opinions about what it could be, but what the reality is that people need housing now. There are families that are looking to get into housing now. There's an urgency around it for many British Columbians, especially young British Columbians who need to see a future for themselves in this province. If government started a housing project now with local approval processes and planning and everything else, it would be 3 to 5 years before that housing was open. It would cost us more to build the housing than it would to buy the standing inventory that distressed condo assets that are available right now. And so when we can get it cheaper and faster by looking at buying existing distressed condo assets, that's something that I think we have an obligation as government to have a look at. Now, I know people have concerns about downtown Vancouver condo developers. This is not a program for downtown Vancouver. This is a program that looks at supporting people with affordable housing options south of the Fraser, Okanagan, where we see opportunities to buy at a significantly...
No, we understand that because when the Prime Minister said it's not my idea, it's David Eby's idea. And you said we're not buying this here. We are buying something in Upper Fraser Valley and Okanagan. So it's for Okanagan now?
So what the program, when we announce the program, we'll provide all the details about how people that have that are projects that are in distress, whether they're in liquidation, whether they're in bankruptcy, or otherwise, that are interested in offering a bulk price to government below cost of construction, that we will have a look at those projects regardless of where they are. I think that the likelihood is the majority are going to be south of Fraser, Okanagan. They will not be in downtown Vancouver. The numbers just don't work. They could be on Vancouver Island. And so just give us a chance here, Mr. Thin, to put the program announcement and details together. And then you and other British Columbians will have the chance to kick it around and see if you like it. If people don't like it, we don't have to do it.
Oh, I see. So the details still has to be figured out.
We're working on the details to ensure that British Columbians can have confidence that we're doing this in the right way. And if people hate it, we don't have to do it.
I thought you figure out the details first, then make the announcement.
Yeah, the federal government was excited, and rightly so, about talking about what they're doing on housing. This is a huge issue for British Columbians. They're providing us with some money. They wanted us to share with British Columbians that we were working on this together. And so we're happy to announce it early. But we are working on the details, and we'll make that announcement and share those details with British Columbians. And if it's not something that British Columbians support, then we don't have to go ahead with it. But there is an opportunity for us here to get housing cheaper than we can build it and get people in sooner than otherwise. And I think it's one we have an obligation to look at.
So if you go ahead, then it'll be Okanagan condominiums, not downtown one.
Well, the numbers don't work in Vancouver for the people we're trying to target. And so I think that we'll be seeing the significant opportunities in the Okanagan, south of the Fraser.
They'll put a lot of people at ease. Premier, when is this Surrey Memorial Hospital's other phase will be expanded and finished? And when is this 168-bed recovery center will be completed in Cloverdale?
So we've got a lot of work underway here, Mr. Thin, as you know. We've got the new hospital that's rising above the skyline. You can see it from the highway now. The cancer center is, and it's all opening in 2030. We have the work well underway on the Surrey Memorial expansion and the involuntary care site that we are locating in Surrey to support people with serious mental health and addiction issues, that people you see really struggling in the streets, to get them in when they can't ask for the care that they need. Those spaces specifically at that site, we're targeting within the next 18 to 24 months to get those open and get everybody hired and get that facility up and running, both in Surrey and in Prince George. The reason why we chose that site was because it was already built, and so we're working with existing buildings. We're not building from brand new, and the same for Prince George, and we're looking for similar sites in other regions of the province. And this is to really respond to the closure of the Riverview Hospital many years ago that displaced a lot of people to the streets who are now addicted to synthetic opioids and have serious mental health issues and often brain injuries as well from their drug use. And so we're talking about hundreds of spaces, 130 between the two sites, one in Surrey and one in Prince George.
Mm-hmm. And also, Premier, when are you planning to discuss with the Prime Minister to take more powers about the immigration in people coming into British Columbia should be dealt with the provincial government?
Yeah, I mean, this is, as you know, Mr. Thin, one of the things that I press the Prime Minister on, and I'm not alone, all the premiers across Canada press the Prime Minister on all the time, the need for increased provincial authority over immigration, and specifically to support us in ensuring that we don't miss this opportunity of recruiting incredible people from around the world in a time of global instability. The big swings we've seen in immigration from the extremes of the Trudeau administration around temporary residence through to now where it's basically immigration has almost been stopped. As far as British Columbia is concerned, our numbers got cut by half and is having significant implications for the province. We got to find that happy medium where things worked before, and I think we can. So I'm hopeful on that. We do have a different perspective on this than the BC Conservatives. They hired a communications director that says that we should be deporting, who thinks that the Conservative movement benefits from having people who say we should be deporting Canadian citizens who happen to be not white back to their countries that they're supposedly from, even though they're born in Canada. Like this, there's a very different perspective that the BC Conservative Party is promoting here. For us, we think we benefit from a strong and effective immigration program. We think the diversity of communities in our province is a strength of British Columbia, and that'll be a helpful distinction, I think, for voters when the election comes. Immigration, it turns out, I didn't think it was a controversial issue in British Columbia, but if the BC Conservatives think so, I'm happy to have that debate with them about where we should be going on immigration in BC.
Mm-hmm. Premier, thank you very much. You have reconsidered many things. You're very kind. You have been very understanding. People will probably, be very grateful, and you will leave a big legacy if you change it from tunnel to the bridge. And I bet you your popularity approval rating will shoot to 60%.
Well, it sure wouldn't if I did so and the project was significantly delayed and more expensive, Mr. Thin. So I appreciate the suggestion, but we're going ahead with the tunnel, and we got people on site building it right now, and so we're gonna build this tunnel and we're gonna get people through to the other side of the river.
All right. Good luck, and we'll talk to you again when you come back from this Premier's meeting, July 21st to 23rd.
Yes, absolutely. I look forward to that. Lots of important topics to cover. The state of the softwood industry with other provinces affected, Quebec and New Brunswick, the impact on Canadian pulp mills of low global prices. As you know, we lost a pulp mill this week, devastating for Prince George. So lots for us to cover with the federal government in these conversations and with other premiers as well.
Thank you so very much for your time, and talk to you again.
You bet, Mr. Thin. Thanks for your interest.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.